to Randgame Fun Time 4. I'm Dave.
And I'm Sir Franks, and I can't believe we've come this far.
Me either. It seems like only 3 years ago that we started this, and we already have 4 episodes.
Actually, that doesn't sound very good.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it seems our pick this time is Aero Fighters 3, a shooter for the arcade.
It's taken us a while to get this episode out, but we should be able to get them out more regularly. Every week, or bi-weekly, or monthly, or quarterly, or... So look for them then.
The reason it takes us this long to do an episode is because there's only 2 of us and we're lazy. Not to mention we argue all the time.
We don't argue.
Yeah, we do.
I don't consider it arguing.
Of course you don't. Why do you always do that? You're not always right and I'm not always wrong.
I've never been proved wrong yet, so I guess that means...
What is your problem, dude?
This game, like the other games in the Aero Fighter series, share a lot of similarities to Gunbird and other Psycho games. We aren't sure of the exact connection, but Psycho is said to have been formed from a large number of members of the Aero Fighters 1 team.
Yeah, and if you were wondering why the hell we did the Quiz to Idol video as the last episode, it's also because it's a Psycho game.
Dave thought that since all Psycho games were awesome shooters, we should add the entire list of their games to the Randgame list. I warned him that there was weird games like Quiz to Idol and porn mahjong games, but he didn't listen.
Well, I didn't think their games would be that diverse. But I guess with arcade game developers, you never know.
Regardless of all that, we have a somewhat crazy shooter to show you.
So as you can see, we get to choose our pilots here. Unlike Gunbird, you can only choose people of the same country, which is a bit lame. But I guess they have their own specific storylines.
Well, we're going with the British ones, I guess. I'm a weird guy, kid holding a cat.
Apparently cats can fly planes.
Of course they can. Much better than brides, at least. Don't you love how shooters let you destroy almost everything? Makes me wonder who the bad guy is.
Definitely. That's one of the best part of shooters. A good shooter lets you blow up everything in sight. I generally have a rule. The more stuff you can blow up, the better it is.
This level sort of looks familiar. Almost like we played this game before.
Well, that's a bit of the problem with the Psycho shooters. They sort of blend into each other. A lot of shooters blend into each other, actually.
Wait. I know I've fought this boss before. I guess even their bosses blend together.
Well, only in a shmup you can fight tanks that take up 5 city blocks.
Or fly planes that can stop in midair whenever a boss shows up.
They have air brakes.
Right, and chickens eat pie.
Who doesn't like pie? Come on.
Anti-piehites, that's who.
Thank you for joining today at Randgame Fun Time, where we bring you newly invented words for your enjoyment. And there's the tackle to Mega Man. Now back to Mega Man. Mega Man. Now Mega Man. Oh, and a fantastic save there.
Oh, Mega Man looks a bit tall there, Jim.
Which one?
Oh, the blue one.
Huh.
I can't seem to figure out the level order. It seemed to have a completely different set before.
Oh, lol, yeah.
Lol, yeah?
It changes.
Randomly? Like?
Life is random.
Does the randomness always come in 2 predefined sets?
It would seem.
Ah.
Are we playing Parodius? I see a squid. Do you see a squid? I thought this was Aero Fighters 3.
How could something Japanese not have a monster with tentacles? Sheesh.
I actually thought Aero Fighters was more serious than this. Embarrassingly enough, I don't have much knowledge or experience with this series.
How is this not serious? Don't you have giant squids pop out of the desert where you live?
To my knowledge, Canada doesn't have deserts, but we do have that massive rainforest to the north.
Huh.
Man, I love cats. I'd love to get another one, but I think my dog would try to eat it, or the cat would try to eat my dog. Well, there would be some kind of eating going on.
Maybe they would eat you.
Well, I don't think cats really bite. They just scratch you. But one time I thought my dog was eating my last cat and shaking it around in her mouth, but we realized it was the cat that had her claws on my dog's face, and my dog was just trying to shake her off.
Cats bite too.
I just can't imagine a cute fluffy fur ball biting anything, especially after they've already clawed your face off.
My lick happy cat will start gnawing on your fingers if you let him.
Lords of Thunder for the Sega CD is one of the best shooters in existence, and I'll try to tell you why. Immediately after booting this masterpiece up, you'll notice the music. Its CD soundtrack is amazing in every way, especially if you play this right after a Genesis shooter. You'll notice that you can choose from multiple areas in the start, like Mega Man or Thunder Force to compare a shooter. Not only that, but you get to choose from 4 different characters, each unique in their weapons and style. This adds a whole lot of replayability and variety to the game. Unlike most shooters, you don't only have one hit before death, you have a fairly large health bar. This is great as it makes the game more fun in the end and easier to get into right away. Sometimes it can be way too easy, but a change in difficulty levels in the option menus fixes this for you. Besides, the game does have its share of absolute crazy parts. The bosses are another highlight in this game. They're pretty epic, but sometimes a bit too easy if you get close enough to them to use your melee attack. Between each level, there's a store which sells a whole load of stuff, including continues and extra lives. Probably the best part in this game is the environments. They change around you and move in multiple directions. It's extremely hard to find something that you could find boring in this game. There's so much going on in this game, it's really hard to say it all in such a small amount of time, but I can't recommend this game enough. There is one more thing I wanted to mention, however. There is a bit of a fanboy debate about which version's soundtrack is better, the TurboGrafx or Sega CD. You know my answer, but you can decide for yourself. Okay, so how are fighter jets in space?
Those are weird looking jets.
I should have learned to stop asking those kind of questions a long time ago with these games.
They definitely have propellerators. I guess that's why it's weird that they are jets.
I'm just outright confused right now. I'm thinking too hard.
Propeller jets in space!
It's starting to make sense somehow. Yes, both will work in space. Science!
Oh my god, it's a big orb with a monkey hiding behind it.
It apparently ejects monkeys in space too.
No, the big monkeys spit little monkeys at us.
There's some serious animal cruelty going on here. I wonder if PETA knows anything about this game.
We kind of suck at this. We keep dying. It's amazing how ridiculous bad we are at this.
I don't suck. It's just the lag. I got pro skills at shooter, man. Like, seriously.
I thought pro skills meant that you could predict everything, so I don't see how the lag factors in.
I could predict anything without lag. Lag is the key ingredient to destroying a pro gamer.
Right, so you know where everything is going to be, and the lag forces you into running right into things seemingly on purpose.
That's right.
Nice. Oh wow, now our propeller jet planes are flying underwater. Awesome!
Well, they're ephemerbus.
I think this level is supposed to be the Bermuda Triangle, so I guess it makes sense.
Okay, wow. I said it before, but this is definitely a Parodius boss. They have confused their game with Parodius. I now want to play Parodius.
Are you saying that a monkey riding a spaceship with a ghost face on it can only fit in a Parodius game?
Well, this boss seems too awesome for Aero fighters. It's much more of a Parodius style boss, or Gunbird. But it further blurs the line of Aero fighters and Gunbird.
I don't know. I don't think it'd be as crazy as a random lady calling you up and asking you to please come touch them.
Up the right to Mega Man, and to Mega Man, and again to Mega Man, an amazing save by Mega Man. He shoots again, he gets another. Oh, he has done it! It is
Well, here we are again at the ending of another video, where it's time for us to say our thoughts about the game.
Overall, this game isn't really on the low end of where shooters can be, but it's also not great either. It comes off as just another shooter among the sea of shooters.
Yeah, it has its moments, but it doesn't hold up compared to its sister series Gunbird. It tries, but ultimately falls short. There isn't really any sort of gameplay innovation that makes it fun to play, and half the bosses feel recycled.
Well, that's it for this Randgame episode. Hope you liked it. I'm Tefrix.
And I'm Epically Dave, and we hope to see you again sometime. Yes, I said see you. The next episode will be in your bedroom.